Hi guys, Martin88 here and welcome back to another FIFA 22 video. And this is a video that I'm really excited for. I've put loads of effort into it and this is the big one. This is how to beat high rated teams on Legendary in squad battles, because I know everybody is struggling with this. So I've played solo this week and I've made it my absolute aim and ambition to get the hang of it, to get a tutorial out and to help you guys. Now, as you can see on screen at the moment, we're going through the teams. You can see it's 100 chem, so on and so forth. It's a team full of decent players as well. So I don't want any hoo-ha about that. It's 100% on Legendary. Now, just to give you an idea, because I know that a lot of you are beating yourself up about struggling, right? On Xbox, and I appreciate some people have moved over to PS, last year it took 106,000 points to get into the top 200 on squad battles. This year it took 93. That's how much everybody is struggling. That's 13,000 points difference getting to the top 200, which is absolutely mahoosive. That is massive. And if you are somebody that feels like you are struggling and you want more help in addition to these tutorials, I am doing offline coaching, particularly for squad battles. It's £15 an hour or £25 for 2 hours. If you want more details of that, either email me or go over to my Twitter page, which is at Martin88. There will be a link in the description. Right, that's that out of the way. Let's get into the actual gameplay, right? Now, this is a really good game to show you guys. I was so pleased I was able to upload this one because this is warts and all. This was a really tough game, okay? Now, we all know that the AI plays at different levels, and I could have just put one up where I steam them 5-0 and it's really easy, but you guys are struggling and you're going to learn nothing from that at all. So I've got one here that was an absolute tussle for me, a real tussle, right? So we're going to talk all the way through the game, and I'm going to pull points out. Okay. Now, what I want you to look out for is attacks from the wings, defending wide, and watch for the CDMs and the fast build-up. Okay. As we go straight in to goal 1. Okay. Which, if you watch that back, or you don't need to, because I'm going to tell you, we attack down the wings with Mo Salah, and then we get through with Foden and we pull it across. That was a shooting opportunity, but of course, finishing is so tough, right? And I said this yesterday, I've said it a few times now. This might sound obvious, but to really increase your chances of scoring, you need to have players on the ball that have really high finishing stats. And you'll see that by my goal scorers by the end of the game. And you see, I squared it across to Heung-min Son. We could have tried a shot with Foden, but I'm not totally convinced that it would have gone in. So I'm just going to reiterate what I said. I want you to look out for me attacking from the wings, fast build up, defending wide, so pushing the AI out wide is what I mean, and I want you to watch my 2 CDMs. I know it's a lot of info, but maybe play this back. So look, fast build up, we're all ready. I drop it, press Y, drop it with the keeper into the fullbacks, and we're away. This doesn't actually lead to a goal or anything, but it gives you an idea of what I mean about the fast build-up. So, reason I've mentioned some of them things is because that goes hand in hand with the custom tactics that I use, sorry. And I know a lot of you ask me about my custom tactics, right? And for those of you that have already done coaching sessions with me, I know that this is making sense to you. But our custom tactics have they have fast build-up play, and the attackers have get into the box for crosses. So we have to utilise that, you know. So just keep an eye out for that. Right. So defending-wise, right? Obviously, you still need to defend with your CDMs, and it can be really difficult to defend. You see there, I actually defended by bringing my keeper out. I wanted to pull a point to that. I know we're moving quick, but defending with the keeper by bringing him out actually works really well. Right, goal 2. CDMs are in play. Bruno Fernandes to Fred. A nice overload to Heung-min Son, and we get an easy goal. That was an easy goal. Just cut in and made sure that it would go in, right? So custom tactics, I have my 2 CDMs on get forward. I know loads of you asked me about this. This formation that I play in the tactics, they don't work unless you have the CDMs on get forward. Now, it's okay just having them on get forward, but you need to include them in the game, right? So you will see them running forward, past them, get them involved. Otherwise, you're just you're just draining their stamina for no reason. Now look here, I'm defending. The two CDMs are already back defending, so don't worry about them not getting back, because they do, okay? The CDMs on get forward, they are going to change your world if you start including them into the game. Have a look at Bruno Fernandes here. So he's behind Salah. He's just gone out of picture now. This attack breaks down. They clear it out. We recycle it. Now look at Bruno Fernandes. He's on get forward. He's pegging it towards Mo Salah, and he got involved. And that should have been that pass should have made it back to Salah, and that would have been a goal. If they're unbalanced, he just sits there. We don't get to create that potential opportunity, do we? Right. Okay. Defending. Now look at them. Look at the two CDMs. Look at Fred. Look at Bruno Fernandes. They're back already. That was Bruno Fernandes that created that chance, and they're already back. Okay. And defending wise, we're trying to keep them wide. I'm defending with the fullbacks here. We're staying in position. Like, honestly, I don't know if you can tell, but from this clip, they're pushing me to my absolute defensive limit. And in the end, it takes a last-ditch tackle and me bringing the goalkeeper out just to get it away through a corner. And I can understand how loads of you are conceding like that, because that was so tough. And I consider myself one of the best defenders on the squad battles that there is. I love the defending part of it, which is a bit weird, I know. But you know, that's me. There is a lot of defending in this. I'm not going to lie. So we've got more defence coming up right now. I just want you to have a look at the shape of my team. Obviously, you know it's 4-2-3-1. You can see the four attackers staying up the pitch, because if we do win it, we need to be able to convert defence to attack. But right now, let's concentrate on the defence. So you can see, bodies back. Let's stay in position. We're not dragging people out the way. At no point do I highlight the central defenders unless it's desperate. So we're staying out wide with the fullback. We're not diving in. We're just jockeying and waiting for the right opportunity to make our tackle or to get the ball. Because it's Lukaku, he's a good player, it's nice, strong, and eventually he has to cross it. We manage to head it out, and they have a tame long shot, and we win the ball back. Really, really detailed defending. So, take a breath. I know that I'm hurtling information at you, but like I said, if you do want it to be slowed down and more info, contact me, and we can have a private session. But so it's 2-0 at half time, and you'd see there that we didn't have hardly any of the ball, but it doesn't matter. We're 2 goals to the good, and we've had 3 shots and 2 goals, which is the kind of ratio that we want to see, because everyone's saying that finishing is really difficult. It is, depending on the chances that create and where you shoot from. Okay, we need to be creating glaring opportunities and then score. Right. Okay, this is more defending. Literally from kickoff, we have got 6 minutes of defending going on right now. Okay, which really tests your concentration, your ability, and you can see that I'm using the CDMs, the fullbacks. I had to bring a centre back out, but eventually, by us being nice and patient and jockeying, staying in our positions, eventually the AI just runs it out of play. Okay, you could see there with Mendy, I was showing in the byline. They were desperate to come in. I'm like, you're not going there, go out wide. And we eventually get the ball back. So we then spring an attack. After all of that defending, we need to make our attacks count. We go down the wing, we create a nice overload, and this really should have been a goal. By the time I pressed shoot, it just took ages to do it. So obviously I'm spewing at this point after God knows how long of defending. I get an opportunity, and the input didn't do it properly. So frustrating. But again, another chance coming up right now, and again we're down the wings. They're down the wings into the CDM, who's now creating us a lovely overload. We manipulate the play, get Bruno involved, more of an overload, and oh my God, Marcus Rashford! I'm telling you, a 7 chemistry up front is total shite, rubbish, awful. I've sold him. I couldn't believe it. I was devastated, and that, as a chance, like that needs to be going in. So he's no longer involved. Right, guys, this is a game changer right here. Subs. I've just put Alphonso Davies on for Fred. I do make additional subs, but in squad battles, you really need to have some decent subs and to utilise them. And you will see for the rest of this game how much difference putting him on has actually made. Right, we get a 3rd goal right here. Okay, and to be honest, it's a pretty simple goal. But remember what I was saying about the shooting and the shooting stats and the goals. That's Salah's first shot on target, and we get a goal. So we got 2 goals from Heung-min Son and 1 from Salah. I think that is starting to tell the story for you, to be honest. So, like I said, with the substitutes, they are going to change the game, because what you need to remember is that the AI tire. Of course they do. Whether it's ultimate, whether it's legendary, world class, professional, whatever, you know. As the game goes on, their stamina levels drop. So you need to be bringing on pacey players, really, who can change the game. But not only just bring them on, you need to realise when you have the ball with them and what you can do with them, etc., etc. And we will show you a few. I will show you a few examples of that with Alphonso Davies. Look, so I get it, and I instantly start dribbling with him. Unfortunately, his passing isn't the best, but you can get around that. You need to realise who you've got and utilise them, you know. So, in this game, I'm starting to crank up the pressure now. And I'll be honest, I started to feel like it was starting to open up. And we kind of got that reward from the stout defending that we've made. We try a finesse shot here. It's worth a try every single time. If you've got players like Salah and Son, it's definitely worth a go. I do score a lot of finesse shots. There aren't any in this game, but I do score a decent amount of finesse shots throughout the cycle of games throughout the week. So we're 70th minute and it's still 3-0, right? But don't panic. We carry on doing what we do and the way that we're set up to play, and you have to believe that chances will come. It's a 90-minute game. It doesn't matter if you score your 5th goal in the 90th minute. Don't start getting rash. Stick to what we do, and you will get your rewards more often than not. Sometimes you won't get it, but at least you would still end up winning the game 3-0 if we don't score any goals. You don't want to get rash and end up getting to 3-2 and maybe conceding an equaliser, all that type of stuff, you know. So we're making our final changes, and then it's goal time. So we're putting on pace. So I've got Vinicius and Leon Bailey, who's my ones to watch. Put Son into the middle. So we've now got Vinicius and Bailey. We've got loads of pace there, along with Alphonso Davies. So we can exploit any space that we get. Couple that with the fast build-up play that we use and all the other tactics. You know, we're going to be able to drive in on goal as we have here. So I know it's Alphonso Davies, so I purposely manoeuvre it so that I can run at them. With Vinicius, nice ball. Bruno Fernandes, because he's on, get forward. Nice overload, and we get our 4th goal. Do you see how important it is to use those CDMs? Every goal that we've scored has had CDMs involved in it, and they would not have got involved like they have if we didn't have fast build up and if they weren't on get forward. Okay, I can't stress that enough. After this video, so like next week, I will do another tactics video because they've changed ever so slightly, but just so there's no confusion, I'm going to put another one up, and I will say go and have a look at this gameplay if you want to refresh yourself of actually how it works. Okay, right, okay, so we're now at 4-0 and we've got 10 minutes to go, and we've got our fresh legs on, we're feeling good. It's time to hammer home our advantage, and that's exactly what we do. And to be honest, this could easily have got saved, but we got our just rewards and we get that to 5-0 with Leon Bailey, and that is a job very well done. So for the last 10 minutes, obviously, we just see it out. What I always do at 5-0 on this FIFA at this early stage is I go and change my tactics. So I changed the CDMs to stay back while attacking, and the Ram, Cam and Lamb to balance, like I said, just to stiffen it up a bit, right? Because last thing we want to do is go and concede a goal after all of that hard work. We also have a look at the match facts to see where we're at stat-wise, because of course stuff like the shots on target and the corners, as I'm sure you know if you're watching this video, make a difference to the points. But where we're only got 1 corner, we're missing 9 corners effectively, but that's still only 90 points, and you're probably looking at like 200 points for the clean sheet. So we don't need to go chasing that too much. If the chance arises for us to do that, we will. But if not, the the clean sheet is much more worthwhile. So, guys, realistically, that is it for this game, right? So, I really hope that this has helped you. I watched this about 5 times before uploading it, and I'm praying that it's going to help some of you guys, because I feel your pain and I can see in comments how much a lot of you are struggling. So please reach out to me if you are, like with comments, and just tell me what you're struggling with, or if you do want to take it a step further. Of course, I'd love to do some coaching with you. The ones that I've already done have been really successful. But yeah, and try and if you are going to use my tactics, like I said, make sure that you implement them properly. I will put a link to my tactics, my current the tactics video I did last week. I will put a link to that in the description and in the pinned comment as well, for you guys to copy. And just, yeah, any questions, like I said, please get involved and message me. So that is it for this game. As you see, we're trying to get a couple of corners, and we get 1 or 2, but we don't get many. Tomorrow, guys, I think we're going to have some rivals rewards. I'm not sure, but if not, we have got top 5 tips on how to beat legendary. Of course, I've made this video, and I've also made a video on how to beat low chemistry, which was just to get you guys started. Like, now you don't need to be getting involved with a video like that unless you've just got FIFA. So that's like 40 minutes worth of video. So I'm just going to condense it right down to 5 top tips, just for you to revert back to if ever anyone's struggling. So that'll be uploaded Thursday or Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday we'll have champs rewards, and we will have squad battles rewards. So plenty coming up. So right, there we go. That's the end of the game. We've got our 5-0 victory, and it was hard fought. It really was. So we'll just have a quick peek for the amount of points that we got, and then we will leave it. I believe it was like 2,700, I think. So a quick look. It was 2,710. So there we go, guys. That is it. Please drop a like on the video if it's helped you. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you tomorrow. See you later, guys. Bye bye.